Hey guys, welcome back to Dexter Ranch. Check the hat. Get a close up on the hat. That's nice, huh? Yeah, Dexter Ranch. Well, it's been a while since I've seen you guys. Take my coffee in here into the dark shop, set it down, and we'll get this video going. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how you can sell your Dexter cattle at a sale barn. Anywhere you go to research this subject matter, including the Dexter Ranch YouTube channel, if you look through my past videos, because I had a bad experience at a sale barn. And when I say bad experience, I mean I sold some animals and didn't get what I wanted out of them, money-wise. So yeah, anywhere that you go to research this particular subject matter about selling Dexter cattle at a sale barn, everybody will tell you don't do it. And I'm gonna flip that today. I'm gonna tell you to do it, and I'm gonna tell you how to do it. But first, since it's been so long since I've seen you guys, I'm going to take a little stroll around the farm, find the cows, get you guys up to date a little bit on everything. Then we'll get into how you can sell your Dexter cattle for a good price at the sale barn. Let's go see if we can locate the cows. The herd is all the way down to 5 cows and the bull. I just felt like I was overstocked at this property, and so I sold some animals, and here we are. But we got some big things coming in the future that you guys are gonna want to watch. Where the heck are these cattle at? I see the cows. They're over here in these trees. There's Maverick with his big booty. Well, if they come out, I'll show you guys the calves from this year. I really don't want them coming back up here where I'm going to be filming at and bugging me. That's what I don't want. I said I was going to show you guys the calves from this year, but really that's another video, because the calves this year are they're not what you would expect from Maverick, and I want to kind of make a point about that in a different video. So we'll wait on that. You guys want to see something else that's interesting before we start talking about the sale barn? So you see my little alien circles. I got an alien circle there. I got an alien circle here. There's another one back over there. There's one right here. So I just wanted to show this because, you know, in some of my past videos, I have talked about how with having such a small herd and the fact that I feed round bales, I can't do the whole unrolling hay on the pasture thing. It looks like there's a tree that fell down over there. That's annoying. I can't do the whole unrolling the hay on the pasture thing, but what I can do is I can randomly move my hay feeder around. And I just want you guys to see like the difference in what we have here as far as like the grass quality. You can see right in the middle where the hay bale was, it's perfect. On the outskirts where you go around where all the wastage happens from the feeder, it was too much. Now this will end up providing benefit to the soil. It's just not going to happen probably this year. But in the middle here, where it was just the right amount of hay to where it's not drowning out the sun. It's just enough right here. It's just, and it's been eaten down because the cows love it, but it's just, you can just tell the difference in the quality. And then you come right outside the ring and you have stuff like this. If you're in a similar situation to me where your herd's so small that you can't unroll a round bale, right? Because if you unroll a round bale and it takes them a week to get through it, then it's just going to go to waste, and they're going to use it as bedding, and the weather's going to get it, and it's just not something that works with a herd this small with round bales. You can do it with square bales, can't do it with round bales. So this is an alternative to, you know, rolling hay out on your pasture. It's just moving your feeder around different places. The benefit and the quality of the grass in the middle of those circles just after the first year. So pretty cool. Now to the subject matter that the video is about, and that is, why am I saying that it's okay to take Dexter cattle to the sale barn? Now, I have a video on this where I did this a couple years ago. I took a couple Dexter cattle to the sale barn, and I did horrible on them. I mean, it was really bad. You can go watch it. I'll link it below. Anyways, but I did things wrong. So the reason why I'm saying that it's okay to do it is it's okay to do it, and you will be happy with the amount of money that you get if you do it right, if you follow a few rules. And those rules are, do not take an animal that's over a year old. Just cut it off at a year. If you let an animal go past a year, then you might as well private sell that animal, beef it out, whatever. And I'm going to be making another video that compares, I guess, I'll call it the 3 methods of selling these animals. 1 being private sale, 2 being beef, 3 being the sale barn. And I'll compare these 3 and in that video, and I'll get into kind of some of the weeds in a real comparison, and let you see just why this really is a good way, depending on the animal that you're trying to get rid of. So I'm not going to dig too much into that in this discussion right now, just because I'm saving that, because it's a whole video all by itself. If you want to compare the different methods of selling these animals and which one makes the most sense at what times with what animal. A lot of different variables. But you need to take an animal that's under a year old. Bulls are going to be your best bet. I don't know why, but it just is what it is. They like bulls at the sale barn. You got to realize that at a sale barn, nobody cares about a specialty breed or a niche market or a homozygous polled or an A2 milk gene. Nobody, it's like they don't even know what that means. You start speaking that language to a lot of the people at the sale barn, you start speaking that language to a lot of the people at the vet. Like, the only people that really care about that kind of stuff is us, like the Dexter community. That's it. So the biggest mistake that I made outside of taking an adult animal last time was that I ran my mouth. When I dropped the animals off at the sale barn, I was telling them that these are Dexter animals. And you can't do that. There's no reason to do it unless you just have a big mouth. So don't have a big mouth when you take your animals to the sale barn. Nobody's going to ask you what breed they are, so there's no reason to say what breed they are. And since they're young, to them, it's just another calf. So here's some receipts from this year just to show you guys that I'm speaking on facts here. I'm not just making stuff up. You can see I got $2.80, $2.50 some cents, $2.20 some cents. And this is all just depending on how big the animal was and whatever. That's where the bid went. But the point is that $2.80 on the hoof. That means they're paying $2.80 for that animal's eyeballs, for his skull, for his tail, for his legs, his leg bones, everything. Every single piece of him, they're paying $2.80. And that is very respectable. It's the same price that a guy would get, and maybe there's sometimes where somebody comes in with just this amazing set of steers or whatever it is, and the bid goes up higher than that. I'm not going to say that nobody's ever gotten it. There was people getting over $3 a pound this year. I know that for sure. So it does go higher than that. But $2.80, you cannot complain about that. And so the proof is in the pudding. That is what tells you whether or not this is okay to do or not, is whether or not you can get the same money that the guy that's raising a commercial breed when you take your animals in there. And there's a lot of other variables and scenarios that determine whether or not this is a good idea. And like I said, I'll get into those in another video. But for this video, the point is that there's the proof, there's the receipts. This is okay to do if you do it right. Don't take mature animals in there and don't run your mouth. Just drop them off, get your pink slip, get back in your car, drive home. Well, hopefully you're not driving a car if you're pulling a trailer. Get back in your truck, drive home, and in a few days there'll be a check in your mailbox. That's all you got to do, and this will work out for you. So that's my take on this deal. If you liked the video or if you learned anything from it, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to Dexter Ranch yet, please consider doing so, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.